Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Morningwood, where last time we left off, we were doing staff room stuff. Whoa! All right, Mr. Chief, calm down. We were doing staff room stuff. You know, we made this warden's office, this foreman's office, the conference room. You know, the reception, the chill out zone. It's looking pretty good. Annoyingly, this pipe situation still broken. So here's the idea here. We're going to switch these two round. You know why? I'll show you. Because in utilities, it's only this corner that isn't hooked up, okay? Now, the sinks technically don't actually need water hooked up to them. That's the thing. I know, like, that sounds stupid, but the reality is they don't need to be plumbed in to actually work. Oh, look at this. He's actually moved the box over. That's nice. That's nice. Good job there, dude. Is somebody going to come and install this, though, at all? Anyone? There we go. Thank you very much. Oh. No, he's just... Okay, fine. Take the sink somewhere else, bring it back in like half an hour and install it there, okay? But, yeah, they've just released a new update for Prison Architect, actually, which is kind of nice. They've added, like, a warden mode, which is like this strange kind of permadeath, like, you basically wander around the prison as yourself. And, like, you do all your building and like, you can pick up equipment and hire bodyguards and all the rest of it. So that sounds really cool, I'll be honest. I think what we're going to do is once we're done with Morningwood, we're going to come back and we are definitely going to try some warden mode. Okay, we'll make a new prison. We'll go for like we'll just go for the capacity prison. You know, we'll try and hit the big 500 because I've never done that. I've never hit 500 prisoners in a prison before. I think it could be fun. And yeah, I think we'll try and do that. Okay, because that's like a cool objective to have, right? Especially if we're like down on the ground, wandering around the prison ourselves. Like, putting ourselves in harm's way, I just think it could be a really fun, like, unique experience. Something we haven't seen or tried before, you know? But anyway, let's get down to building this chief's office today. I should point out, like, I'm actually recording this episode during the day, which is a little bit weird for me, because normally I do all of my recording kind of in the evening at the night. But unfortunately, oh, nice, tree just grew. I mean, it's on the path, but okay. Unfortunately, our little dude... our little Hugo, he decided he didn't want to sleep last night. He was awake from, I don't know, 11:30 till 4:30, perhaps, something like that. So I'm a little bit tired, you know. But it also meant that I didn't get to do any recording at all. Up until that point, I was watching Stranger Things with my other half. So I you know, no comment there. And yeah, it just means I've had to jump in and do it today. But that's absolutely fine, you know. If anything, it means I'm going to sound a little bit more awake than perhaps I normally do, you know. But let's get solitary doors in here, okay? There we go. Solitary doors installed because this is going to be our little you know, like our kennel and our armory, okay? Now we only need a kennel and an armory. Because we want to get some armed guards in to protect the prisoners from, you know, those nasty people in the outside world. We don't want anybody coming in and like raiding the village, I should say, not the prison. Yeah, raiding the village and you know, like harming our poor villagers. So we're gonna try and keep them safe to the best of our abilities. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be the chief's office. Okay, so the chief's office is a little bit different in that the chief's office has an armory. On one side, up here, and it has a kennel on the other side, just down here. You see? So it's a little bit different from. Can we? Oh, it's because it's under the door. There we go. There we go. Right, perfect. So it's a little bit different from the other rooms in that the actual office is only this small part in the centre. Okay. Now the chief's a little bit annoyed because we took his desk out, so he's got nowhere to sit, and that does upset him a little bit. So we're just going to install a desk for him now, and we're going to give him a fancy chair as well to make up for it. I mean, he had a fancy chair before, but at the same time, like, you know, we'll tell him it's a new fancy chair. We won't tell him it's the same one that he's been sitting on for the last, you know, 35 days. We'll tell him it was fancy and new, and we've just bought it for him. Wait, you mean to tell me the chief can't get out of the solitary door? That is unbelievable. Okay, so only guards have got access to the solitary doors, apparently. That's interesting, isn't it? I'm surprised that the chief's security doesn't have access to something like that. It does seem like something that he would probably want access to. That's the thing. But you know what? Let's just ignore that fact for now, shall we? So the chief's office. The chief's office is going to be a pretty simple place. Okay, he's going to have some chairs for people to come and sit and talk to him. Obviously, because you know he's the chief, so people are going to come and chat to him. He's going to have his filing cabinets over here. We definitely want to get a couple of plants in, and I don't think we've got room for a sofa. To be honest with you, I think a sofa would probably be overkill in the chief's office. So we'll go for a plant. Okay. Let's give him a slightly different plant from everybody else, shall we? We're going to put the plant. Where do we want to put this plant? I mean, there's nowhere particularly great that it can go, is there? We could move the radiator, I suppose. Where's the utilities in this place? We could move the radiator, although it is running the risk that it won't actually be connected up to the pipes, because look, the water flow does only come to here. All right, fine. We won't have a pot plant. We'll instead have a bookcase. I think the chief would have a bookcase, right? He'd have like a book full of past cases that have occurred. You know, like previous crimes that he can refer back to for referencing when he's chatting to his staff about like what to do in certain situations. You know what I mean? So we'll give him 2 bookcases. I know they've got little Bibles on them, but I mean. The chief is a fairly religious man as well. Okay, you can't criticise him for that. He's allowed his beliefs. Just because you don't share those beliefs doesn't mean that he isn't allowed to have those beliefs. Okay, the light situation has got a little bit stupid. Okay, so we're going to take these 2 lights out, and instead we're going to reposition them here and here. Now I know that means that we're going to have a couple of extra lights in storage, but that's fine. Maybe they'll. It's happened. Oh look, we've got boxes building up in the foreman's office. This is what I wanted, right? This is like dynamic decorating, you know? Like, at certain times, we're going to have some boxes here, we'll have them over here. It just means that the foreman's office, it's always going to look a little bit different, which I really like, actually. Honestly, I think that's pretty cool. So the armory is going to need a table, first of all, because they need somewhere to, like, get changed out of their clothes, you know, and get their you know, bulletproof armour on, their stab vest, maybe load up their shotguns, something like that. You know, somewhere to put the bullets down while they do that stuff. And we also need some weapon racks, okay? Now, weapon racks can't be rotated, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating indeed, I'll be honest. So we're going to get 2 weapon racks down. Now, can we rotate the lockers? Oh, we can. Thank God for that. So what we're going to do is put lockers all the way along this wall, like this, okay? And in the back corner, I think we'll get a radio. Just so that they've got something to listen to while they sort out their guns and shit. It's a pretty nice armory, I'll be honest. It's pretty to the point, pretty simple. It does a job, you know. There's no frills in there. We don't need frills, because really the armory is only for, like, you know, in case terrorists attack, for example. Or maybe, like, mole people would dig up from under the ground and, like, claim that the earth is theirs and that they have every right to this village. And, you know, we're going to need some way to defend ourselves against that. But I think an armory would have, like, a proper metal floor. You know, it's going to look really hardcore, really kind of industrial in there, so to speak. So that's the look that we're going to go. Kennels, however, kennels are almost definitely going to have some kind of tiling, you know? Because it's the kind of place where, like, you know, maybe the dogs would have a little accident. Perhaps like their owner would forget to come and give them a little walk, and they'll end up just, like, having to wee in the corner of the room. Ooh. Why does that look so jank? It's... What the... That looks broken, right? I'm not crazy. That looks totally broken. Alright, look, let's just forget about putting them that way, okay? We're going to put them sideways like this. It does mean we can only get 4 in, which is a bit unfortunate. What we could do, though, is maybe just put 2 down like this. I don't know. I'm not sure I like that, to be honest with you. I think it looks a little bit naff, but we'll leave it for now. All right. Oh my God, look at this. This is crazy. Just open the door. There we go. The chief is just kind of doing circles around on his desk like a spirograph. All of our workers just running in and out of this room, like doing pointless things and then running back in again. Man, what have they done to the dog kennels? I mean, it looks broken, right? It must be something in our mods. It must be one of the mods that we've put in. It must have broken a dog kennel. I don't know what that is supposed to be. It definitely doesn't look right, though. If you can work out what that's supposed to be, then let me know, because at the moment we're... hang on. Is this prisoner allowed in the kennel? Surely he is not allowed in the kennel. Are they going to let him in the armory to do some cleaning as well? I guess it's because we... Oh, yeah, look, you see, because we messed up the rooms. There we go. Staff only this as well. Alright, I don't want any prisoners coming into the car park and, like, keying some of the staff cars. You know, maybe breaking into the, you know, their front window and stealing their radio, something like that. We don't want... Hang on, are these things pointing left? Oh, fuck it, who cares? I've given up, you know, these dog crates are really, really fucking awkward. And I don't like it, to be honest. But, you know what dogs do like? A little bit of music. Okay, so they're going to have a little bit of music in there. We're also going to get a bin, so that there's somewhere to dump, like, all of their waste, you know, when they're making a mess in the corner. But I think that's pretty nice, you know. I think the Chief's office is shaping up really nicely. I think the armory is going to assist us when we want to get some armed guards and stuff down, which, to be honest, we probably should do, because, look, assign 2 dog handlers and assign 2 armed guards. So you know what? Let's do that now. It's gonna eat into our daily cash flow a little bit. 700. I mean, that's $1,000 of our daily cash flow gone just to clear out that grant. What do you reckon? No, I think we're gonna wait. Next time we get some new prisoners and stuff down, we'll do it then. Okay, but I don't want to, like, drop our daily... At the moment, the daily cash flow isn't exactly high. You know, it's only $4,000 a day, and I don't want to drop that just yet. I think the better option is probably to concentrate on, you know, doing the rest of the staff room stuff, rather than dealing with having more guards, like, around to, like I said, protect us from the mole men. I think that's probably our biggest threat to our village. You know, is mole men, underground mole men. They just you know, they're jealous of the lifestyle that the villagers have in Morningwood. You know, they too want a shopping mall underground, but there isn't, of course, the space. You know, like there are some big caverns, but stuff keeps falling down, so it's not plausible to kind of build a permanent structure there like that. But let's have a quick look at what we're going to do with the accountant's office. So I did have a small idea about what to do with the accountant's office, all right, but it involved me getting 2 accountants, and honestly, I don't think we need 2 accountants. It's probably overkill. And again, it's like another $200 per day that we'd be down. So I think... I don't know, I was just thinking it would be cool to have 2 accountants and have them working opposite each other. You know, like a proper accountancy firm, that kind of thing. But instead, I think we're going to have, like, the classic reception, toilet, you know, that kind of setup for the accountant. So we're going to have... walls like this and big double doors like that. Oh no, we can't do that if we're going to have the toilet though. So let's put big double doors there, and we're going to have the toilet just here, and this is the little reception area. Okay. Now in the actual accountant's office, I don't know what we're going to do with this space, but I think they deserve an oak desk instead of a normal desk, because they've been doing mighty fine work, like bringing money into the village, working out how we can make this village sustainable as well, with such like ridiculous, you know, demands from the architect, e.g. myself. And personally, I think they've done a bang-up job. You know, we're still sitting at about 200k now. We've kind of evened out in terms of, like, how much we spend compared to how much we're earning, which is quite nice. Soon, hopefully, that number will start changing. It will start going up, and then we'll be able to, like, spend even more money on just, like, fantastic stuff. Maybe we could build, like, a swimming pool for the accountant. I don't know. What do you reckon? I don't know if that's something that we can actually do in the game. We can certainly try, though, right? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try. I mean, it might hurt to try, but I don't think it'll hurt to try. So let's see if we can do that at some point. But yeah, we're gonna set up this room as a toilet, because the accountant probably does need to, you know, go and have a wee every now and then. Number crunching is like, I mean, it keeps you busy and it occupies your mind, but it isn't going to stop your bladder from filling up, you know? Especially not with the amount of coffee that our accountants and people like that like to drink when they're doing those situations. But I think that's a reasonably simple toilet, okay? We don't need to cubicle it off, because there's no need, you know, there's only one accountant. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. It doesn't matter for now. I'm not 100% sure we're going to be able to get water pipes down here, which is a tad unfortunate. We'll try stretching this down here, and we'll try just bringing one pipe straight across. Oh no, we can't. We'll try bringing one pipe straight across and just straight down and see what happens. I don't think it's going to work, okay? It is slightly unfortunate. I want it to come through the doorway. I don't know why. I just like it when they snake through the doorways, okay? I think it looks cool. It does look cool, but just ignore me. At least we fixed this situation up, didn't we? But yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the rest of the accountant's office, with their little reception area. We really do need to try and get this hot water pipe hooked in somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe we can, like, I don't know. Would this work if we do like a little loop? Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to go away. I'm going to have a little think about this. Next time we come back to Prison Architect, we are going to finish these 2 rooms, and then we're going to start building some more houses, I think, especially for the poor district. But it is in fact going to be a little while away, because we've now got Christmas coming up. And as is always the case, I've got some wonderful seasonal videos that we're going to go through, and we're going to, you know, have a good time. And me and Kitch have got some cool stuff for you. But we're going to finish up today by getting rid of this tunnel. You remember this tunnel? I should have done this at the beginning. I did kind of forget to do it at the beginning. Here's what's going to happen. You guys should have picked a house, right? Can you remember which house it was that you picked? If not, just pick another house right now. Because this tunnel is only going to lead to one building. Alright? If you get this house right, you're going to have a really Merry Christmas. If not, then honestly, Christmas is ruined. Okay, so let's find out where which workman is going to come and do this job, shall we? There we go. He's on his way now. So, I don't know which prisoner it was that escaped, which is unfortunate. Hopefully nobody else has been using this tunnel while I was busying myself. But are you ready? Let's find out which tunnel it is, shall we? Here we go. He's gonna fill it in. Once he fills it in, it's gonna start revealing itself. Are you ready? Here we go. I hope this is the house that you picked, because otherwise your Christmas is probably going to be ruined. Now, as Sensational TKO did point out, these guys are following the pipes. And because I've led the pipes under the main road, that's why they end up following the roads. But I like it, you know. It's like, for RP purposes, it kind of looks cool. I love it when it does this as well. Because it's going underneath these road line objects. It gets hidden by the... oh. Lauderman? It's Lauderman! Did you pick the right house? I mean, it's certainly not as big as the previous tunnel we had, but I really hope you picked the right house, because otherwise your Christmas is ruined. But okay, let's get rid of all of these tunnels. Let's finish up by finding out what happened to Lauderman. Yep. It's oh, wait, but he's still there. Escape attempt? Do you know what? I think a new prisoner's been moved into the cell, and he's been blamed for having this tunnel, which is kind of funny. But we'll forget about him. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Enjoy the Christmas seasonal specials. We'll come back with this in January, okay? So don't forget. Also, you know, press the like button, leave a comment. Come and join us in Discord as well. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can catch all of the seasonal specials. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.